Yo, thanks for clicking. Welcome to Time In with your host, Ricardo Lungus. With me, as always, Tommy Crenshaw. How you doing, Tommy?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Thanks for the introduction. It's very complimentary.
Hey, I compliment Tommy. You are my partner. You're my buddy. You're always here with me. You're my friend.
There wasn't anything. I was giving it right back. You didn't. You just said with me. You didn't even give me a compliment this time.
Well, you are with me. You are with me. What more of a compliment do you need? You are with me.
Always. I mean, I give you the best compliments and introductions, and I throw you a bone and give you the introduction. I could give it to anybody.
Okay, I'm sorry, Tommy. I'm sorry. Okay, let me backtrack. I'm gonna come up with something. It's gonna be nice. And with me, as always, the glorious Tommy Crenshaw.
Okay, now you're just you're humoring me. Let's get the show on the road. Yeah.
Well, before we get on this show, we got introduce our guest, longtime friend, longtime buddy, Mr. Anthony North.
Hey, Ricardo, I appreciate it. Longtime buddy. Also, maybe less than exalting. However, we do go back a long ways, and I know in the past, you may have been a little kinder. Today seems to be the day we just want to get down to business with Ricardo Lungus.
I am sorry. I am. It's a business day. We got some business. I'm not doling out the pleasantries and lifting people up like I normally do. I apologize. That's on me. That's on me. I have my glorious friend Tommy, my stupendous friend Anthony North. I got these great human beings here, especially because we are doing our thing. This is what we do. Yeah. And we're following up on the last episode that we did, talking about spills and thrills and falls and things going awry. Hey, two great guys. You guys kick it all. I want to hear what you got.
I think right now I've seen a lot of in baseball, a lot of outfielders colliding. I mean, I feel like there's been more collisions outfield. I mean, I can't keep track of all the guys hitting each other, and it's like
you got the Dozier and Abreu and old Josh Naylor with his leg broke his leg and things like that going on. Yeah,
bad slide. Yeah, I mean these things happen from time to time, but I think it is. I think they're putting the earbuds. They listen to the tunes. It's like, a lot of people don't realize you're in the outfield and you don't see a lot of action. It messes with your mind. You're out there, and I talked to a lot of players about this. They're hearing the crowd say the names because on the back of most of them, got the name and they're screaming at them and all this stuff. And they'll play games with them. They'll goof with them. They're good players. But, I mean, you're out there and you're playing all those games. I mean, baseball's a grueling schedule. You got to have some tunes to keep your mind balanced. So they're playing the tunes and the earbuds, and they hide them. Sometimes they put the sound bars in the hats and they put it in the jerseys to hide it and stuff like that. But they're distracted by the music, I think. So they go and you don't hear a guy call. Hey, they have their own sayings they call and they're not hearing it. And they're bumping. They get mad at each other and they're starting fights in the dugouts. And it's just a shame. It's a bloodbath. I mean, that's what it is.
Well, Tommy, you got to think about it, too. Look, we were talking earlier about COVID, and we're halfway in, we're halfway out. Now, last year, we were playing baseball games in completely empty stadiums. There was no one allowed, not a single fan, maybe a security guard, in case a scuffle broke out or what have you. But now we're playing in front of these, they're packed. Baseball hasn't been this popular in decades. We got to go back to probably the 90s, when everybody was at the top of their game, McGuire, right. Canseco, and when we know about that. But now that you're playing in front of these packed stadiums, the place is too loud. Players got used to being able to hear footsteps, and now Now, we're expecting players to communicate again, and you see them. You see them try. But, they'll say, I got it. But we don't know who that voice is coming from. So we think maybe it's our own voice. And next thing you know, you've got horrific collisions.
I think what's going on there, you heard that, these diplomats and the anyway, the government people going down to Cuba, and they're complaining about these balance issues and like the sounds they're hearing, making them nausea and confuse them and all this stuff. And people saying, no, it's all in your head, and saying that, oh, no, Russia gave them a weapon, that it's like a supersonic thing. Whatever's going on there, I think whatever that is, remember, Cuba's a very big baseball country. I think maybe somebody from there is going into games in the MLB and using that stuff and messing with the equilibriums. I mean, if you could manipulate a game like that, you could win a lot of money. I mean, that's the thing. That causes runs to go in, right? I mean, so if you're going to be trying to fix a game, you go in there with one of those sonic devices into a baseball game. Oh, you could and phone a guy, and it's not even Vegas anymore. You phone a guy in frickin' in Kamloops, and
Tommy, you're talking about sonics, sounds and whatnot, and we're talking about cheating in baseball, sounds baseball. I mean, I don't want to say that sound has led to people cheating in baseball. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Houston Oilers, Houston Astros. I mean, I didn't say that. We people have said things. And there was a thing. But so what you're trying to say, Tommy, is that sounds could be used to cheat in baseball.
Yeah, no, I mean, your whole banging on trash cans like a bunch of baboons and stuff like that may have gotten the Astros a World Series. But I think this is a little more advanced. I mean, that got exposed, so you have to go more advanced than that. So what I'm saying is that people are always looking at the newest technology. And if people like the diplomats and all those famous people going down to Cuba and they're messing with them, and they can barely walk straight, you get come on. I mean, Cuba and baseball. I mean, it's their sport. Right? So maybe Cuba is making some money down there. I don't know. They're going through their protests and all that stuff, and I'm not going to get into the political side of this thing. I just hope everybody's safe. But when it comes to the sports game, the gambling, it makes perfect sense. I mean, I realize that they had a special weapon that people are dismissing, say it doesn't exist. I'm going to put that in every freaking game. Come football season, you see a lot of fumbles. If you see a lot of slip and slide and disoriented players, I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to be looking at that, whatever that magical device is. It exists. It's out there. And it's going to affect our sports. I mean, as fans that don't gamble. I mean, yeah, I put money on the ponies. I mean, who doesn't? But I put money on some games, but not all. I mean, I'm kind of like a Pete Rose type gambler. But my point is, it should not be overtaken by that, right?
And that's the end of the game. Thanks for clicking. You've been listening to Time In with Ricardo Lungus, TTFN.